5 seconds to go. Start. Instant writ petition lays challenge to an order dated 11th August 2021 passed by the presiding officer, Rent Tribunal Number 2, Jaipur Metropolitan Jaipur, hereinafter referred to as the Rent Tribunal. The facts lie in a very narrow compass, which are noted herein below. The respondent landlord demised the property situated at S10 Janta Colony, Jaipur, hereinafter referred to as demised property, on 11 years of lease with effect from 1st January 2009. On completion of lease period, the respondent landlord issued a notice dated 4th February 2020 requiring the tenant petitioner to hand over the possession. When the tenant petitioner herein did not hand over the possession of the demised property, the landlord respondent herein filed an original application under Section 18 of the Rajasthan Rent Control Act 2001, hereinafter referred to as the Act of 2001, before the Rent Tribunal Jaipur, seeking eviction of the petitioner from the demised property, inter alia stating that the period of lease has expired. The petitioner filed an application on 5th April 2021 under Section 18 of the Act of 2001 and contended that petition in question is not maintainable as the ground on which the respondent has sought eviction does not fall in any of the contingencies grounds mentioned in Section 9 or other provisions of the Act of 2001. Learned member of the tribunal rejected petitioner's aforesaid application, void its order dated 11th August 2021, inter alia observing that there exists a clear relationship of landlord and tenant between the applicant and non-applicant, and the issue of the jurisdiction as raised by the tenant is not required to be decided at that stage. Impugning the order dated 11th August 2021, Ms. Kasliwal, learned counsel for the petitioner, vehemently argued that the Rent Tribunal has erred in rejecting petitioner's application, which raised fundamental question of jurisdiction. She submitted that it was required of the Rent Tribunal to have decided petitioner's application on its merit, else it has resulted in failure of justice as the original application is found to be rejected on the ground of jurisdiction alone. She submitted that the tribunal was not legally justified in refusing to delve upon the question of jurisdiction by observing that the same is not required to be decided at this stage. Learned counsel argued that Section 9 of the Act of 2001, which begins with non-obstant clause, is very categorical, and accordingly the rent tribunal cannot order eviction of a tenant unless it has recorded a satisfactory that the case filed by the landlord falls within the contingencies mentioned in clauses A to M of Section 9 of the Act of 2001. She read all the clauses of Section 9 of the Act of 2001 to point out that the ground for which the respondent landlord has filed the eviction petition does not fall in any of the contingencies grounds mentioned in Section 9 of the Act of 2001. She added that it rather does not fall in any of the provisions of the Act of 2001, and hence the petition cannot lie before the rent tribunal. The respondent landlord, if advised, can maintain a suit before the civil court. She submitted. Mr. Sahani, learned counsel, appearing for the respondent, vehemently submitted that the contentions raised in the petition have no substance in the eye of law, and the same have been raised only with a view to protract the eviction proceedings. Inviting court's attention towards Section 18 of the Act of 2001, learned counsel argued that there is a clear and complete exclusion of jurisdiction of civil courts, hence no dispute between a landlord and a tenant can be tried by a civil court. he contended that true it is that the respondent's case does not fall in any of the contingencies mentioned in section 9 of the Act of 2001, but the proviso to section 18 of the Act of 2001, which clearly stipulates that in cases where chapter 2 and 3 do not apply, the tribunal shall have due regard to the provisions of Transfer of Property Act 1882 and Indian Contract Act 1872 or any other substantive law having bearing on the question does not confer a jurisdiction to rent tribunal. In order to give strength to his argument that a petition seeking eviction on the ground of expiry or determination of lease can be tried by the rent tribunal and the tribunal alone, he cited following judgments of this court: Nalini Mehta versus State Bank of India, SB Civil Writ Petition number 3076 of 2004, decided on 11th July 2005. Raiza Bano versus Inayat Ali, SB Civil Writ Petition number 8654 of 2012, decided on 16 January 2013, and Gyaneshwar Bhati versus Balu Ram and others, reported in AIR 2009, Volume 96, Rajasthan 94. Here, while avoiding reproduction of clauses A to M of Section 9 of the Act of 2001, it would be apt to reproduce only the relevant part of Section 9 of the Act of 2001 for ready reference. Notwithstanding anything contained in any other law or contract, but subject to other provisions of this Act, the rent tribunal shall not order eviction of tenant unless it is satisfied that it will also not be out of context to reproduce Section 18 of the Act of 2001. Jurisdiction of rent tribunal, notwithstanding anything contained in any other law for the time being in force in the areas to which this Act extends, only the rent tribunal and no civil court shall have jurisdiction to hear and decide the petitions relating to disputes between landlord and tenant and matters connected therewith and ancillary thereto, filed under the provisions of this Act, provided that rent tribunal shall, in deciding such petitions to which provisions contained in chapter 2 and 3 of this Act do not apply, have due regard to the provisions of Transfer of Property Act 1882, Act number 4 of 1882, the Indian Contract Act 1872, Act number 9 of 1872, or any other substantive law applicable to such matter in the same manner in which such law would have been applied had the dispute been brought before a civil court by way of suit. Stop.